talkSPORT Sports Update.
Bad light has cut short play on day 5 in Christchurch, where England have set New Zealand a target of 382 to win the second test. They're on 42 without loss so far. Joe Root's side declared 352 for 9 in their second innings.
The talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yes, it is time for the Clips of the Week, and we're going to start with the Moose.
Oh, yeah.
And he's eulogising here about a recent West Ham goal.
I mean, Arnautovic was tremendous. I mean, you look at his second goal on Saturday. That was another world-class goal. I mean, you know, again, if a foreign player had scored that goal, you'd be raving about that.
Hello?
Hello. Well, old Bert Arnautovic.
But yeah, he's from Canning Town originally.
Yeah,
I didn't realise that.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a caller to drive with an odd request.
Quick one from Phil, who's a Liverpool fan, wants to talk about Chelsea. How you doing, Phil? You're on talkSPORT.
Yeah. No, I have a cup of tea.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know if we can organise that. By the time we've curried it over.
What's Adrian's tea like? Is it all that?
Is it all that? I don't know. Hello, Adrian. Great show. Could have done with a bit more milk, mate. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, but for me, it was too strong.
Yeah.
Not as much sugar next time. This is Nigel Botherway on Fisherman's Blues now with a wildlife tale.
I rescued a hedgehog once. I was driving down a road in Cornwall. This is all 30-odd years ago, probably longer. And I saw in my headlights what looked like a yoghurt pot running across the road in front of me.
Do you know what a hedgehog looks like? No Chris Packham, is he?
Not really, no.
By the way, did he almost say there that he rescued a helicopter?
He almost did, yeah.
I rescued a hedgehog once.
That would have been a story if he nearly rescued a helicopter, wouldn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Now, people often say to us, what is talkSPORT?
How do you define that, Andy? What is
It's a very difficult question to answer. But we think Lisa O'Sullivan may have just cracked it.
talkSPORT, your home for knockout boxing commentary.
Of course, it's the home for knockout boxing commentary.
I love commentary.
So now we know. If people ask us that, that's what we can tell them.
It's a great commentator, John Rawlings.
He certainly is. Now, here's Ray Parlour at the London Stadium with some shock news.
The stewards couldn't handle the amount of fans were coming down there. Obviously, Gold and Sullivan were in the front row with their son.
Never knew that, did you?
Is it like Hilton and David Furness?
I've got no idea. There we are. Share a son.
There we go. We always love these ones from the listeners.
Tommy's up next. He's a Liverpool fan. Hi, Tommy.
Hello, Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah, hello, Tommy.
Yeah, so confident, isn't he?
Yeah, hello, Tommy. Rock on, Tommy, you really should have said, shouldn't you?
Yep.
Now, here's the sports newsreader, Carl Hartley.
Now, it's day 1 of the Masters, and watching it for talkSPORT is Bob Bubka. We'll bring you more from Bob as the Masters continue.
More? You couldn't really bring us less, could you?
Probably couldn't. Even if you tried really hard, you couldn't bring us less from Bob Bubka, Carl.
Well done.
If you tried.
Yeah.
Time now for the talkSPORT caller of the week to drive.
Jay in Bournemouth. What do you want to say, Jay?
Hello.
talkSPORT Caller of the Week.
Yeah, good point, well made.
It was. Yeah. And staying with callers to drive.
To say that Mike Tyson would beat Joshua it's just never going to happen. I mean, Mike Tyson got knocked out by James Douglas. He lost to Evangela Holyfield twice.
Oh, yeah.
Evangela Holyfield?
Yeah. I actually like Evangela Rippon myself.
She was very good. Who was the one who did she was the author. What was her name? What's her name?
I don't know.
Evangela something or other. I can't remember. Murder, She Wrote. Evangela Lansbury.
Evangela Lansbury.
That's right. I went blank there for a moment.
Completely
she was
blank.
very good.
You've gone blank. I've got no hope.
That's right. So,
is it me?
So I think it's me, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's back to Lisa O'Sullivan with news from the Commonwealth Games.
Medal table tally can't keep up. England keep bagging the heavy metal. They've defended the men's team gymnastics.
Now, this is, you may not have heard of gymnastics. It's a South African form.
It's really good.
I do love the gymnastics.
I like the parallel bars.
The parallel bars. I like the pommel horse.
Very nice.
Big fan of the floor. You get the idea with that.
The beam.
And the beam. And what's next, Andy?
And as promised, back to Nigel on Fisherman's Blues, who you may recall now has a guardian angel.
Oh, yeah.
Just about out of time, so I must thank Emma G, who is watching my back for a slip of the tongue.
Yeah, well, yes, what do you think, Andy?
Well, we're guessing Emma's had a bit of a busy week.
Busy week, yeah.
The anticipation of getting a chub on the bank with mist rolling over the water and fields at 04:30 on the 16th of June. As Jodie Mitchell sang, you don't know what you've got till it's gone.
I love Jodie Mitchell. She was great.
Mitchell.
You had a sister called Evangeline Mitchell. And so, go and check out the back catalogue of Jodie Mitchell.
Yeah, exactly.
And who is Jodie Mitchell? Anyway.
Talking of Ali's, I always enjoy listening to Ali McCoist when he's broadcasting from Talk Towers with Alan Sugar.
Hey? I never knew that.
The Alan Sugar breakfast show.
I'm not seeing. I think Alan would be great on The Apprentice, though. Our Alan, wouldn't he? Fantastic. You're fired. He'd need his own away. He'd need.
He would.
He'd need
his own catchphrase.
He'd need a different thing to say.
That's true. Alan Sugar. But this one completely confused us.
Yeah.
And before I go back to Viv, just to keep up with your chubs, with your texts, here's another chub.
Well, is it a chub or is it a text?
No idea.
What are people sending in? Are they sending in chub?
Well, it could be.
It could be email, couldn't it?
That's very
or
true.
It could be Dacebook. There we are. Don't do any more
Marvellous.
of those. Even I wasn't particularly keen on that myself when I said it.
Yeah.
And finally, this is one we're relieved he got right.
I'm going afloat this Thursday, fishing with Keith Arthur aboard Paul Dyer's boat Brighton Diver in the annual Brighton Pollock Championship.
Phew.
That's Dr. Spooner nightmare, that one.
would be.
I'll be honest, as soon as he said Brighton, I would have dumped it at that point. Emma, you're his guardian angel.
Yes.
Stick at it.
I know.
So there we are. There's the clips of the week. We should look at the spelling of the words thank you. Look at that. This is from our assistant producer. I want to mark this with a red pen.
That's not good enough.
Thank yous. Roger in Durham.
Yes.
Souffle.
Souffle.
Grow up.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
David Mark, Fergus, Harry Legg, Leighton, Brian Bell, Jim Shelley, Polly Esther, and Tony Gordon, Lee Pyle, and Cliff Mountain.
Thank you. What about
Darlington and clearing your throats on air, and now Cockney Bob Mills ignores Newcastle United being runners-up in Premier League and loads of Champions League football. I didn't ignore it. I just said that I thought that as a group of supporters, they were the ones that harboured the biggest ambitions.
Especially when you're doing a Yorkshire accent rather than a Georgia.
Yeah, because it's Goffey who did it, and he's from Yorkshire.
Cam